How's it going, everybody? It's Pilot Flame, and we're back with another FIFA stream. And today, the title of the stream is A New Year. We're into January now of 2021, and we have some important games in the league versus Leicester and Spurs, and we also have our second round of the semi-final for the Carabao Cup, as well as another game in the excuse me, in the league as well, to round out or to start the episode, because we have 3 league games and then the cup game. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't done so already, make sure to leave a like on the VOD when it goes over on YouTube, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Give us a follow here if you haven't done so already, and yeah, let's get into it. So we got Wolves away first, we got then Spurs away, and then we have Leicester in midweek, and then we have the cup game, which we're already up 5-2 on aggregate. So we should be in good stead. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Wolves versus United. I think I'm gonna have to rotate a little bit. The team looks to be a little bit on the knackered side. So let's take a look here. Wolves, so maybe we can put Twanzebe in there for Bailly. Tellez could probably come in for Shaw. Probably keep Fred in there. Cavani could probably stay in there as well. Yeah, we'll go with that. Looks like it should be it's gonna be raining as well apparently on this game, which doesn't necessarily bode well for teams that want to sit back and hit on the counterattack. But we'll see, because the ball does skip. But it might make the slick passing that I try to do in FIFA a little bit more difficult. So yeah, Wolves kicking us off here at Molineux. Never like going to Molineux. Every time United play Wolves at Molineux, it's always drab, just like the weather. Very, very, very unfun. Here's Paul Pogba on the ball. Bruno Fernandes plays it quickly into Mason Greenwood, who finds Edinson Cavani, who's looking for runners off him, and Pogba's in through here. This should be 1-0 United. He's taken a little bit far to the right-hand side, and he should have probably scored. A touch probably failed him a little bit there. Here's Fernandes with the corner. Here goes Twanzebe up for the header. Doesn't get there. Ball played across to Lindelof, who plays it in towards Tellez, who goes for the shot. It's blocked and cleared away. Fred has taken the ball off Adama Traore, who wins it back swiftly. Twanzebe presses up onto Jimenez. Back to Ruben Neves, however. Fred has done well there, but the ball is won immediately back by the Portuguese international. Here is Adama Traore. Finds Semedo out on his touchline, all on his lonesome. Lindelof has done well and won himself a goal kick. Here is Axel Twanzebe into Victor Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka into Bruno Fernandes. Cavani sees Paul Pogba. Plays it back to him, but Willy Bolly is there in the way of the pass. A little bit of a slow-ish start from United. Had that one chance with Pogba, but nothing too crazy. A little bit sloppy. We were like this last time when we played Newcastle, and it resulted in a loss, so we don't want to do that, and we conceded a few early goals, so going to be looking to be a little bit sharper on defense here without the ball. Here is Raul Jimenez, who blocked him off. And it's up for another goal kick. Twanzebe, who's been excellent every time we've played with him. And then Lindelof is just giving the ball away. This is not ideal. Traore, who's got a lot of pace. Tellez has kept up with him. And it was Dendoncker who made the run from midfield, who could be out of position here. We can get the ball. Nope. Pass was short by Fred. Passing has to be a lot better from United in midfield on the transition. Raul Jimenez trying to weave his way into the box. He's done so. Nelson Semedo. Blocked off. Here is Adama Traore. Semedo again. Ball taken off him. Nope. Semedo wins it back. Got a nifty little footwork there. Ball played out. Bruno Fernandes loses out to Johnny Otto. Plays it into Ruben Neves. Ball knocked away by Fred. Played out. Can Paul Pogba find Rashford? No, he cannot. United have not completed a good pass in the final third, which is not ideal. 25 minutes gone. Ball whipped way across the other side. Daniel Podence. Here is Johnny Otto. Den Donker. Making his way into the box. Fred has won it back. And Mason Greenwood's trying to make a run. Cavani's just going to carry it here. And he's played in Mason Greenwood, who's run across, tried to slip him in, and cannot get the pass through. Lindelof with it back now, though. To Tuanzebe, quickly into Fernandes, who finds Fred, who finds Cavani. Plays it to Paul Pogba, who tries to slip in Rashford, and he's found him here, and that should be 1-0 United. It is. Marcus Rashford. Some quick, slick passing. Pogba. Reverse pass inside. Rashford goes for power. Too much for Rui Patricio. 1-0. The away side is up at Molineux. Wolves with a lot of possession. United, one little quick attack, and they're up and at it. Raul Jimenez has the ball dispossessed off of him. Here's Edinson Cavani. And apparently he's offside. Paul Pogba should win this here. Ball played out to Marcus Rashford. Left it a little short there for Pogba by Edinson Cavani. Then Donker has the ball removed from him. Cavani just can't get it out from under his feet. And the ball is quickly taken back by Victor Lindelof. Here is Paul Pogba, who tries to find Cavani. Can't link up, though. Remember, this is all from back in, I want to say it was like around November time. We lost Harry Maguire in a game versus City. He came off and was injured with, I think it was a fractured foot or something. And he's going to be out for 3 months. So, not sure how much longer he's going to be out. I want to say it's just over a month. Oh, and that could have been, they could have been in there. Podence was potentially in there if he waited just a little bit longer. Here is Fred. Fernandes. To Cavani, who's looking down the line for Mason Greenwood, who's tried to come inside, and the referee has blown for a free kick. Ball has been played to Fred. Pogba almost gets it. Does win it back, though. And tries to whip it across to Cavani. Can't get it there, though. Could be the last attack of the half. Ball played quickly into Marcus Rashford. Cavani's going to hit it with a first-time shot. Bruno finds Cavani. Just can't get it away. The referee has blown for half-time. So United going into the break up 1-0. Not very many shots per side. United with less of possession as expected away from home. And now they start off with the ball. Here we go. Here is Marcus Rashford into Paul Pogba, who dilly-dallies waiting for the ball. And Den Donker has lost it. Fred tries to play through Cavani, just can't squeak it past the defender. Ruben Neves now trying to progress the ball. Wan-Bissaka could be out of position here. Fernandes dropping back to help. Podence looking to cross it. Doesn't find anything. Raul Jimenez making his way into the box. That's a great block by Fred. Great sliding challenge. Ruben Neves is muscled off the ball by Victor Lindelof. You don't see that very often. Twanzebe. Rashford comes inside. Cavani looking for the reverse ball. Can't find it. Plays to Rashford. Out to Paul Pogba, who plays into Cavani, who's going on the swivel here. He's going to take the shot, and it's just over the bar. Nuno Espirito Santo making changes early. Dendoncker is off for João Moutinho, looking for a bit more invention in the midfield. Ruben Neves on the ball now. Goes past Paul Pogba. Here's Jimenez dropping off the line. Podence looking for Moutinho, who's taking a very advanced role here. And Raul Jimenez, not sure how he managed to slip past the defense. But somehow, he's done it. That does not look like Nuno Espirito Santo. But okay. 1-1 now. United need to score again if they want to pick up 3 points. Tomini coming on and giving the ball away is not a good sign. Wanted to just bring on McTominay just because he's the only like-for-like replacement that we could bring on in that role. Here is Marcus Rashford. Plays it into Cavani. Quick pass into Fernandes, who goes with the left-footed shot as it runs across his body, unable to put the shot goalward as it was blocked. Twanzebe coming out with a quick sliding challenge. Cavani could be in here up against Roman Saiz. Tries to lay the ball off to Paul Pogba. Quickly into Rashford, who swivels. He's going to have a shot, and he's put it in the top corner. Marcus Rashford bailing United out again. And that's 2-1. Rashford with a fantastic turn and finish. He's gotten 2 for United. And here's McTominay winning the aerial ball. Plays it out to Rashford. In towards Cavani. Cavani's turned on the swivel here. Mason Greenwood halted his run, which caused Cavani to try to make the pass beforehand. It's going to be a foul, ref. Here's Twanzebe, and he's blocked off the attempt there. Here's Telles. I believe Rashford's offside there. I think Pogba is tiring, so Van der Beek will come on as a like-for-like change. Ball tried to be played long to Adama Traore. Bruno harrying Neves. Telles, great little interception there, but only to be dispossessed immediately. Moutinho, too slow on the ball. Plays it quickly into Fernandes, who's looking for players around him here. Plays it out to Donny van der Beek, who goes for a little 1-2. Plays it inside, and they have to crash it out of bounds. Something's going wrong with the scoreboard there. Scoreboard's bugged out. Okay, well, it's 2-1. Not sure what happens there. There must be a bug or something. Here's Cavani. Can he go with the one-time shot? No, it's blocked off. Ball played into Fernandes. It should be 3-1. No, it's not. A great save by Patricio. It looked to be right at him. Ball whipped in by Fernandes. Cavani headed down into the safe arms of Patricio. Still a tight game. It's 2-1. The scoreboard is bugged out. I'm not sure how to actually fix that. And Cavani looked like he was fouled there. Tomini's come on and stopped everything since he's come on. Here's Mason Greenwood. Goes for the turn. Goes for the shot. And saved by Rui Patricio, who throws it out to Cody. They're looking to progress the ball in possession from the back. Neves. And the ball is out of play. Just want to hang on to the ball for a little bit here. See if we can progress it up the pitch. Nice and easy. Found a gap in behind for Rashford. Who's going to lay it back to Donny van der Beek. Who's going to try to curl it, and it was blocked. But this is where Wolves want the ball. They want the ball on the counter. United have the numbers to defend it, though. That's a great save by De Gea if he did get a piece of it. Headed to Van der Beek, who dilly-dallied on the ball. Here's Matinho. Ball played in behind for Traore, and he's offside. Guess we'll just bring on Dan James just for a little bit of energy. Oh, the scoreboard's fixed itself. There we go. Couple minutes added time. See the game out a little bit here. A little bit of game management. That's what we need. That should be the game, ref. And it is 2-1 United. United get the tough win away from home, as they struggle to do normally. And Rashford, the hero, getting 2 goals. Patricio doing quite well. And United getting the job done away from home. Couldn't ask more from Rashford today. He scored 2. Did what he needed to do. He had 2 shots, 2 goals. We could have scored more. Every player did their job today, I think. The team played well as a whole. It was just a very sloppy goal, I would say, you know, in general. Right. Put in a shift. Put in a shift, FC. Okay. Game 1. Done. Did we make up any ground? Let's see what Van der Beek says. Thanks for listening to what I have to say. Really appreciate you. Great performance, I'll say. Right. We didn't gain any ground on City or Liverpool. They both won their games. So let's change up the weekly schedule. So I want to have a couple of trainings. Let's do a recovery here. And then we should be good to go. So let's just sim the training. And we'll sim the training again. Looks like Bruno's got his on his suit jacket. And is getting an interview. We got some tournament prize money, apparently. Emirates Cup. Oh, the FA Cup. Okay. Sure. Sim the training. Let me get a little recovery in. Oh, here we go. The scouting report. So we gotta check these out, because we gotta sign 2 players from that are English. Okay, well these guys are all Brazilian, so and they have to, we have to sign defenders. So we just need guys who are going to be defenders. Okay, well I guess I'll sign him. And then I'll sign this guy, I guess. Actually, this guy's... Yeah, sure, we'll sign him. And then... let's sign... Let's see, did it work? Yeah, we did it. Okay, cool. Nice. Right. Sign 3 players from North America. Okay, so we got to change the scouting. We got to change the scouting. View scouting report. Change view. No, that's not what I wanted. Where's the scouts? Let's see. Where is the scouts? Scout. Youth Academy. Nope. We want youth staff. Recall scout. Recall scout. Recall scout. Okay, so once they're in transit, then we should be A-okay. Right, media is gathering in the press room. Here we go. Big press conference. What we're doing is working. We're working hard. We'll focus on winning. We don't need to get involved in any Lamella antics. At our best, we beat anyone. I believe that. Right. Here we go. So, let's put the sound back on. Okay, so we got to change the jerseys here. Is that under customize? Yes. Change kit. I'm putting us in our all black. They have Versalco, who they apparently bought. They bought PK apparently, which is interesting. That's a very attacking team. Lo Celso, Højbjerg, Ali, Son, Lamella, Kane, Davies, PK. Yeah, we're gonna go counterattack on this one, I think. We're gonna change up the formation a little bit. We're gonna put Martial up top. We're gonna put Donny in alongside Fred for the bit of energy. Keep Fernandez in there. Put Dan James. And I'm going to put Williams on the bench just in case, because we probably will need him for something. Put him on for Twanzabi. That looks about right. Right, here we go. Here we go. Harry Kane looking happy, only until he loses his game, hopefully. and then decides he wants to go to someplace else. Right, here we go. United Spurs. United won this one, so we have to win as well. Lost the one at home, but won this one last time. I wanna be in that number. Very good song. Very, very good song. Ball into Bruno Fernandes, who finds Donny van der Beek, who's progressing the ball quite nicely here. Plays it into Martial. This could be 1-0 Manchester United. It is a quick counter by United. Spurs split through. The defensive work of just Højbjerg just not enough to stop Martial and Donny van der Beek just running through them. Højbjerg gets run past by van der Beek. PK gets drawn towards the ball, and Martial has blasted it in the back of the net. Left-footed strike. And Spurs, just like that, have their chant silenced, and now ringing of the Tony Marshall chant around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or White Hart Lane, whatever you want to call it. Tony Marshall, he came from France, came to England without a chance. 50 million down the drain. Tony Marshall scores again. One back by Bruno Fernandes. Here's Fred. Sees Fernandes. Can he find Martial? Martial could be in here. Can he go across goal? He can, but saved by Hugo Lloris. Spurs have a lot of attacking players on the pitch, really relying on just Højbjerg and their back forward to do a lot of their defensive duties, because Lo Celso isn't particularly quick. Højbjerg's okay, but United's pace could cause problems here. Here's Heung-min Son, one of the danger men for Spurs. Potentially looking for Kane. He finds Ali, who has slowly made his way to the corner of the box. Looking for a potential overlap here. United holding firm. Son looking for an opening. Wan-Bissaka slows him up. Here's Ben Davies. Plays it inside to Dele Alli, who puts it back to Højbjerg. Ali with a neat little flick. Plays it towards Son, who's come inside here. Looking for Ben Davies now. Back to Son. Spurs have spent a lot of time in possession. Will it amount to something, though? Dan James doing a lot of good defensive work here. Here's Kane. Son again. Ball whipped across. Played out. And this could be Dan James on the counter. He sees Martial, threads it across. And this could be an easy pass for Bruno Fernandes. 2-0. Just like that. Lightning in a bottle. Take the cap off. Bang, bang, bang. 2-0. Great ball by Dan James to release Martial. Finds the early run of Fernandes, who slots it into the bottom corner. 2-0 United. We talked about the counter-attack before the start of the game. We saw Spurs' lineup was very attacking, and we've gone to hit them on the counter, and that's exactly what we've done. A lot of Spurs possession has led to basically United going down the other end of the pitch and putting it in the back of the net. Lo Celso losing the ball in possession. Ball now played to Rashford. He sees Shaw on the overlap. Shaw could find Bruno Fernandes, who finds Martial. He sees Dan James. Martial. Oh, he's offside. Martial could have potentially had a shot. I think Dan James was saying you could have taken a shot there, mate. Probably could have. Header won by Eric Bailly. Play to Bruno Fernandes. Quickly inside to Martial. Can he find Fernandes on the overlap? Oh, just barely clipped off the side of the central defender. Alderweireld, I believe it is there. Here's Harry Kane. He's not the quickest. But Dele Alli could be away here. De Gea comes out, and Ali is thwarted by De Gea. Great 1v1 save there. Ball whipped in across. Kane was up for it. Ball lost. Quick progression of the ball. Tried to be played out quick. Here's Højbjerg. One back by Fred. Brilliant stuff. Played quickly. Can Bruno find Martial? He can. Can he see Rashford across the face of goal? Oh, just can't play it across. Maybe the chip would have done it. Maybe Martial should have just shot. Now Martial's going back to energetic pressing. Davies. Almost loses out there. Van der Beek crashes it off of him. Throw into United. Game plan working to perfection for United. Not there, though. Wan-Bissaka files back into position. Here's Ali trying to make way. Cut out brilliantly by Lindelof. Ball played into Fernandes. You might see Dan James on the far side, who stopped his run, unfortunately. Would have been a great run if he kept going. He was still onside by a mile. Here is Son. Had a lot of the ball in this game, but done not much with it. Blocked off. Good save by De Gea. Comfortable. Ball played out to Shaw. Rashford could be in the channel here. Ooh, blocked off there. Spurs could be on the break here. Son is quick. Tries to find Ali. Great reading by Victor Lindelof. Here is Dan James. He is quick. Into Martial, who's come inside here. He's almost gotten past Piqué. Very experienced defender is Piqué. Ali trying to make things happen. Here's Lamela. He's won it off Shaw, who's slowly harrying him. Wan-Bissaka's played it out to Dan James, and that's going to be halftime. United go into the break up 2-0 off 2 counter-attacking goals and doing quite well. Here is Rashford, who's got a burst of pace down the line. Plays it into Fernandes, who's going to try to see if he can find Martial, and it's knocked out for a throw. Ball played short to Fernandes, who's going to have a shot from the edge of the 18. Plays it into Rashford, who plays it back to Martial, just swings his foot at it, doesn't really get any contact, and it's had to be cleared away. Here's Dan James. Great little ball by Wan-Bissaka. Swivel by Fernandes, who plays in Martial. Martial! Oh, great block there by, I think it was Piqué, the new signing for Spurs in the window. Lamela's come off. Lucas Moura's come on now. Another attacking threat. Here's Dan James. He's going to go for the shot. It's blocked. Kane potentially looking to spring the counter. United have the numbers back, though. Here's Kane potentially looking to on this left-hand side for Son or Ben Davies. Dan James harrying them off the ball. Lo Celso looking for an inroad. It's caught out by Fred, who's blocked him off again. Here's the counter potentially. Martial. Ooh, couldn't get Fernandes in. Good defending there. Alvaro coming across. But Spurs could be on the counter here. Luke Shaw stopping it brilliantly. Here is Rashford. Ball inside to Fernandes. Martial. Whipped ball to the back post, and Lloris has just gotten a touch, which thwarted, not Martial, Rashford from getting the last significant touch, which potentially he could have steered goalwards and had an attempt on goal. Here's Van der Beek. Slips in Martial. Martial goes for the shot. It's saved by Hugo Lloris, and it's out for a corner. Ball played swiftly to Van der Beek, who's tried to get around Son, but can't do so. Spurs looking to play it out from the back here. Here's Ben Davies. James has come across. Really put in a shift, Dan James. He definitely does good work defensively, both for Wales and Manchester United. Donny van der Beek, disciplined defensive work. That's got to be a foul, ref. How is that not a foul? Blocked off. I think Wan-Bissaka's got to come off. He is absolutely foaming. Bring on Brandon Williams. That's surely offside, ref. And it is. Back to the goalkeeper. Play it out to Eric Bailly. That's not the pass I wanted to play. But it's okay. Just got to stop this Spurs attack. Kane's looked to play the ball back towards Højbjerg. He's tried to chest it into one of his attackers there. Fernandez could be in here. Fernandez on the break. Near post shot saved by Lloris. Son has come off here. Who's he come off for? For Steven Bergwijn. Martial tries to swivel. Hits it up against Alderweireld. Good defending by the Spurs veteran. Martial's won the header back. Great defensive work. Here is Fernandez. Looks to play in Rashford, who comes back across. Just blocked off by Versalco. Another new signing for them. Here's Dele Alli trying to make something happen desperately. They got up fresh legs on the flanks. Header one. Dan James tries to play it to Martial. Just can't get there. Ball was played in behind there. Very fortunate. That's got to be a foul, ref. Fred chopped down Højbjerg there. He's probably going to get booked for that. Here's Bergwijn, just recently subbed on. Here's Højbjerg again. Lo Celso. Versalco. Van der Beek really applying the pressure. Doubling up on Lucas Moura on this far side. Tried to be cleared away by Bailly. Doesn't get it away though. Blocked off. Ball tried to be played down the line. Out for a throw-in. I think Van der Beek can come off. And I think Telles can come on as well as McTominay for Luke Shaw. Get some fresh legs at the back. And in central midfield. Considering the ball was going to be on this side, I want somebody a little bit fresher. Got a bit fortunate there with your pass, Fred. Ball dropped off. Here's Fernandez. Dan James could be in here. Here is Dan James. Can he whip the ball across? Up and over Lloris. Martial goes to attack it. Just can't reach it. And we're into the extra time, or 90th minute into extra time. 2 minutes remaining. I think Spurs are done and dusted here. Much better defensive performance from United. You know, conceding the sloppy goal to Wolves, but clean sheet away from home. You'll definitely take that. You want to at least get a draw against the so-called Big Six, but United have come away with a win here. 2 counter-attacking goals in the first half have stunted Spurs in their efforts to get Champions League positions. Manager all smiles after. We always comfortably come out on top. We defended really well and they gave us a platform. That is more truer in this game than any other, I think. Pass with flying colors. Professional performance. 2-0 away from home. That's stuff of dreams. We've beaten Spurs twice this season as well, which is good. It's all about the players. The players do the work. Right, let's see, what's his progress assessment? Apparently Arsenal wanted McTominay for some reason. Okay. Right. Now, we've gained points on Liverpool and City since we last checked. What happened here? So we beat Spurs. Oh, Liverpool haven't played their game yet. I think City... Did City lose a game recently? No. Okay. Who do Liverpool have? They have Burnley. Bloody Burnley. Right. Let's change the weekly schedule. Let's get some recovery in for this. Then recovery rest. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's advance that. I'm settled here now. Let's set up a scout network. Okay, let's go do that because we want to get some American players so we can just keep the board happy so that we don't get fired or anything. Okay, scout available. Set up a scout network. North America. United States. Go. Set up scouting network. North America. Canada. Because they said North America, so that means Canada, and Mexico and the USA, apparently. So we got that all sorted. Right. Now, let's advance here. So Liverpool did win. So we're still 4 points behind them, 1 point behind City. Leicester are 5 points off us. So if they win, they come within 2 points of us. So we're going to need to make sure that we win this one. A real 6-pointer. The last time the teams met, the map finished in a 1-1 draw. Yeah, Vardy scored a late goal. We'll have to give everything. Yeah, last time Vardy was the spoiler. I want to say Cavani scored in that game. Lads are in great form, I'll say. Right. Here we go. Leicester City. And this was Leicester at home, which, if I remember correctly, United lost to Leicester at home. They lost one of them and drew one of them. One of them was 2-2, and one of them was something. I can't remember. They're going with a back three, which means we're going to need to use some width to get involved here. And they're going to clog up the middle a little bit. So, what we need to do is, I think we need to be a bit more progressive on the flanks. If they want to go through the middle, they can go through the middle all they want. I'm going to put a very attacking lineup out there that moves the ball quick. We'll put Dan James in there. And I'm actually going to go with Tuanzebe out on this right-hand side, I think. I think that allows us to be strong. And he's fit, and he's done quite well. Actually, do we go with Lindelof? Lindelof might be better at right back, actually. Yeah, I think that could work. And we have a lot of quality off of Cavani. Maybe we lose a little bit of control in the middle, but we may be able to burn them on the flanks. Move the ball quick. That's what we want. We just put our best quality players on the pitch. Vardy's apparently linked with a move to Liverpool, apparently. Interesting. That would make catching Liverpool a lot more difficult. Snowing here. That's got to be a foul, ref. Pogba's complaining. He knows it was a foul. Here's Ndidi. Here's Iheanacho. That should go out. James Justin was trying to go for the ball there. Play it back to De Gea. Plays it out to Tuanzebe, who drives with the ball. So this is where we can thrive. Right in this space here. We can move the ball from all the way across the pitch really quickly because we have a nice horizontal line across the pitch. If you're looking up and down the pitch, not side to side. Here's Dan James making the run. Cuts it back. Tries to lay it off. Can't get there, though. This is where Donny can win the ball. A terrible pass by Donny van der Beek. Iheanacho looking for Jamie Vardy. Pogba down this left-hand side. Dances past him. Plays it into Cavani. Quickly plays to van der Beek. Here comes Dan James. Dan James with an excellent finish. Finding himself in that number 9 position, and that's what they can do. Those front five can kind of mix it up. And Dan James is struck here at Old Trafford on a snowy January Premier League day. Ball moved quickly. One-touch stuff. Dan James takes a touch. Rifles it into the roof of the net. It was a bit central, but Schmeichel actually was a little bit off to the right. Schmeichel's left. But too much power for Schmeichel. Just a quick movement. Didn't allow the goalkeeper to get set. And allowed for United to strike first. And with this formation, we can cover a lot of the pitch width-wise. Here's Cavani tracking all the way back. Stopping Pereira from progressing. Now here's Shaw. And Shaw has prevented Pereira from crossing it, and it's a corner. Won by Rashford. Here it goes, Rashford. He ran straight down the wing, made a lot of ground there. Pereira had to knock it out. Here's Donny van de Beek. Quickly into Cavani. The run by Bruno's opened up some space. Here's van de Beek. Looks for Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba takes a touch, has a shot. Schmeichel saves low to his left-hand side. Good start from United. Here is Rashford. Plays it quickly into Eric Bailly somehow, who's gotten onto the ball. Cavani's found space, and he's picked it off the defender and put it in the back of the net. I think it might have been Christian Fuchs who made the mistake there. It was number 28, whoever it was. And Cavani has poached in. Old Trafford goes wild. And Schmeichel's not impressed. Let's see it back. Rashford plays it into Bailly. And then the ball is tried to dribble out by James Justin, who initially loses it. And can't tell who that is. Maybe it's 23, I'm not sure. But 2-0 United. Looking comfortable.
Number 7, Edinson Cavani.
Leicester. 28 would have been Fuchs if it was him. Here's Madison dropping deep for the ball. Iheanacho and Vardy have been very isolated up here. They need help. Brendan Rodgers trying to urge on his team to give them help. Free kick given away by Dan James, though. Shot taken by Tielemans, and it's gone out for a corner. Brendan Rodgers not happy that he took the free kick as a shot rather than a cross. Rashford's won it. Bruno calmly out. Dan James misplaced the pass, though. Here's Iheanacho. Madison looking for the pass, and his shot is blocked. He does get the shot away. Pereira now looking for Iheanacho, who almost lost the ball there. James Madison. Header won. Ball played to Cavani, who's won it. And Rashford could be in the channel here. Söyüncü doesn't have much pace. Lays it off. Ooh, couldn't slip in. The likes of Rashford. Cavani or Pogba. Rashford was the one down the line. Söyüncü holding it up here. Has no real option. Can't really do anything with it. Might just lose it, basically. And he does. Loses in a very bad position. Ball played quickly into Cavani, who has options. He finds Bruno Fernandes, and that's a fantastic save by Peter Schmeichel. Bruno Fernandes was offside, though. Sprawling out. Very much like his dad, Peter Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel comes to Leicester's rescue. He didn't know it was offside. Little reverse pass inside. Cavani takes a touch. Shot off the post. United have rattled the post. And that could have been 3-0. Johnny Evans trying to maneuver his way out from the back here. Here's James Justin. That's a great sliding challenge by Tuanzebe. Stepped out by Tuanzebe. Excellent defending. Paul Pogba. Sees Bruno. Ooh, knocked out. And that could be a corner. It is. United going with the short option. Here's Rashford. Worked for them last time. Lindelof. Plays it to Rashford. Who tries to find Cavani. Just can't get it to him. How many minutes of added time? It's going to be 2. Van der Beek's come across. Twanzebe great in the air again. Dan James. Cavani tries to play the eye of the needle pass. Can't get it through. And that's halftime. United go in 2-0 to the good. And a slow day at the office, as said, for James Maddison. Hasn't really had much. The forwards looking isolated. Liverpool up 1-0 on Arsenal. City are currently 0-0 with Sheffield United. Right. Here we go. Ball taken off him. Here's Rashford. Rashford bursting into space here. Tries to lay it off. I tried to lay it off to Pogba, but Rashford decided otherwise. Here's Pereira. Bailly's come right across here. Pereira has it knocked off him, and it's out for a United throw-in. Here is Luke Shaw. Plays it infield to Donny van de Beek, who sees Edinson Cavani, who sees Dan James in all kinds of space here. Can he find Paul Pogba at the back post? A free header! And Paul Pogba has gotten past his man at the back post. And that's a fantastic cross by Dan James. Good to find him in space by Cavani. Whips it across. Christian Fuchs nowhere near him. And Cavani-esque header, as it were. I couldn't find the words for it. Paul Pogba, 9 goals in the Premier League, performing at his very, very best. 3-0 Manchester United.
Number 6, Paul Pogba.
Here's Iheanacho trying to make amends for the deficit that his team faces. Söyüncü to Ndidi. Vertical ball up to Iheanacho. Tielemans trying to make the run inside. Van der Beek, who's been excellent in the center of the park, in the single pivot by himself. Cavani finds Dan James. No, he doesn't. Evans blocks that off. Rashford could have potentially taken the ball off him there. Söyüncü all the way back to the goalkeeper, who scurries it away. Shaw wins the header. Paul Pogba. This could be Cavani here. He lays it across. Dan James. Oh, what a fantastic right-handed save by Kasper Schmeichel. And he's really kept the scoreline down. It would have been 5 or 6 had he not done so. Pereira. Fuchs. Into Pereira again. Taken off by Pogba. Van der Beek plays it into Cavani. Does he have time? Does he have space? He sees Dan James, who's in space here. Can he find the cutback? He does to Cavani. Oh, but he shanked it wide. Let's see what substitutions we can make. I think McTominay coming in for Van der Beek just to shore things up a little bit could be quite useful. Let's put in a solid base in there. We'll put Paul Pogba back in the base with McTominay in a 4-2-3-1. I think that's probably what we need to do. Leicester have a lot of players through the middle, but haven't really been able to progress it through the middle. United's press has done well, and Liverpool play Leicester next. Vardy could be playing his old team by then. He could be on Liverpool. Leicester have taken off Pereira, and I believe they're bringing on Castagne. They are. Ball played into Cavani, into Bruno Fernandes. Cavani inside to Fernandes. Cuts it back. Lays it into Cavani. Just not there. Kasper Schmeichel has to clear. United going for a fourth here. Here's Dan James. He's going to play it into McTominay. Sees the pass into Bruno. He got fouled there. Surely, ref. Referee not having any of it. Here's James Justin. He was a fantastic FPL asset. I didn't have him enough in my team before he got injured. Hopefully he recovers well and becomes just as good as what he was, because they really missed him, Leicester. I think had he been in their team, yeah, sure, we'll bring on Fred for a little bit.
Manchester United coming off the pitch, number 6, Paul Pogba. Coming onto the pitch,
I think they may have made top 4 potentially. Fernandes could be in the channel here. Here's Dan James though. Justin keeping up with him. Into Cavani, into Bruno, finds Fred. Should have laid it across. Rashford was there waiting for it, but Schmeichel comes and smothers the ball. Comes out very fast and makes himself a big in goal, making it very difficult for Fred to not only take a shot but pass as well. Cut off all the angles there. Here is Fred looking for Bruno Fernandes, who had made the infield run. Fernandes has really ran hard. And United defense is just giving nothing away. Here's Cavani. Can he find Dan James? No, the pass is poor. McTominay. Here is Maddison. He has not got on the ball enough, and he's tried to find space here out on this right-hand side. Tielemans was looking for him. Vardy now. Blocked off. Castagne with tried a neat little flick. Maddison trying the acrobatics. It's not time for that if you want to score a goal. Here is Castagne, who's come across here. Fred's put in a great challenge. And I guess we'll just put in Mason Greenwood for the last couple of minutes. Dan James has worked hard. Scored himself the opener as well. That's a good header by Jamie Vardy, though. Maybe that's his parting gift. He tried that last time. Didn't work out, or worked out for them getting the draw, but I think United will come away with the victory. Manager will be disappointed. No clean sheet, however. Rashford trying to play it inside to Cavani. And that should be it. Referee should blow in a second. And he has. 3-1 United. Should have been 3-0. United gave away a cheap late goal, but all things considered, very comfortable from minute 1 to minute 90 by United. That was a little snippet of the first goal. And United doing well. Liverpool getting the victory. City ended up dropping points, so we did gain some ground on City, so we should be ahead of them now. Coming into the next episode, because that was the last game for Premier League games. In this episode, we have one more game left. I think we took Leicester by surprise, I think. Happy with the team's performance, I am. We got lads who make a difference. We defended really well. We did defend really well. We gave them nothing, basically. You would think that with a formation that's spread out like that, would be very easy to get through the middle, but it's not, because if you fan out nicely, you can go into a very compact shape. But the press was very good for most of the day. Hey, boss, I know people have been talking about the position you're playing me, and I just want to say I'm ready to do everything necessary. I'm happy to play as a right winger if that's part of your plan. I'll do what I need for you to do for the team. McTominay transfer offer. Who wants him now? PSG apparently want McTominay for 41 million. I could be making large amounts of money for these guys. Right. Wait, this is the 4th round. Oh, this is an FA Cup game. So we're playing Blackburn in the FA Cup? Is that what's happening here? Let me check the calendar. Calendar. Oh, so this is the FA Cup fixture. Right. So this is the FA Cup fixture. Right. Okay, so this is the Carabao Cup fixture, the home fixture there. Okay, that's pretty odd that we got picked against Blackburn twice. So next episode we'll be doing the second leg of the Carabao Cup. We'll do home versus Villa. We then have Arsenal, and then we have Sheffield United, assuming we don't get another fixture put in this week, which we might do. So we'll have to see on that one. Right. So this is a FA Cup. Okay. So we should be quite comfortable playing the second team. We'll change up a couple of things, though. We'll change the formation. We'll go a bit more on the front foot. We'll put in Juan Mata. We'll take out Dan James. We'll put in Greenwood. I'll put McTominay in at center back alongside Twanzebe because I really don't want to play Phil Jones. And then in terms of people to put on the bench, we'll put Fred on there, I guess. Instead of Lindelof. Maybe we'll put a Lango on there. Yeah, we'll put a Lango on there. Give him a little run up. If we're up quite heavily. So this is a rotated squad. 4th round of the FA Cup. I believe that is the round of 32 because I think it's 8 games and it's the final. So it's 3rd round. Round of 32 is the 4th round. 5th round is round of 16. 6th round is round of 8. And McTominay's linked to a PSG move. Not today. He ain't going anywhere. Not that I mean, I would sell him, but in FIFA, because obviously you can get crazy players in FIFA. But, yeah. Here's Matic. Looking for a pass outside. He's found one. Van der Beek found a reverse ball. Chipped across. Martial. 1-0 United. Just like that. Beautiful ball. Out to Donny van der Beek, who plays in Amad Diallo, who finds Martial with the cross. Little reverse pass. Diallo, great vision to find Martial. Puts it on a plate, and Martial, that is an expert finish. Fantastic header. And United are up 1-0 just like that. Could this be the second drumming that Blackburn have at Ivy Lane? They started Tribal this time, which last time he came off the bench. Maybe a bit of a change there. Travis definitely started from what I remember, as did Niamba. Barretton did too. Holtby did as well. Trying to make his way into the box. Armstrong. He scored last time as one of their 2 goals. I think he actually scored both. Here's McTominay playing center back. Giving Armstrong no space whatsoever. And takes it off him. Matic just played too quickly in front of him. Matic really putting the press on early on here. United setting the tempo. McTominay aware of the danger immediately. Goes out. Addresses the attacker. Now falls back into position. Could be offside here. Offside call. Blackburn having a lot of the ball here after conceding quite early. United comfortable. Here they go. Diallo couldn't get the ball from out underneath his feet. And was dispossessed. Doing the defensive work to make up for the error. Travis plays it into Holtby. Trying to knock the ball around, and they've gone and recycled it back, but quickly played it back in. McTominay overstepped potentially there. Ball comes in, and it's a great save by Dean Henderson, who's rushed out and stopped Brereton from scoring. Good work by the goalkeeper. And he's come out and punched as well. Tribal trying to play it into Elliott, who played last time as well. Here is Matic. Ball tried to be played quickly into Martial. Can he get there? No, he can't. And the ball was played out of play. And there was a very sloppy pass there in midfield. It was Travis who did that. Here's Brandon Williams. Plays it into Matic, who finds Juan Mata, who finds a neat little ball in towards Martial, who's going to try a curled effort. And Kaminsky, who was in goal last time as well, has made the save. Nyamba on the ball now. Looking for Elliott down the line here on this near side. Tribal plays it back to him. McTominay showing his presence. He's gotten by him though. But he's won the ball, and it's knocked out for a throw. Here is Mata, who hasn't seen much of the ball, trying to do a little bit of press work. Armstrong in the center of the pitch here where he's most dangerous. That's a great little ball there. Dean Henderson's rushed out and made the save. And here is Matic, who tries to find Diallo, who could have been in there. Maybe if he had waited a second longer, he could have potentially made the killer pass. Ball played down the line to Elliott. Is it going to go out? Dean Henderson comes and collects quite comfortably. Ball into Matic. Out to Greenwood, who sees Martial making the run through the middle. This could be two here. And Martial goes all the way. Could have waited for Diallo. Held it up a little bit potentially. But goes himself. Keeper makes the save. Ball played into Mata. Little pass in there. Martial has the turn. And that's a fantastic little piece of play by United in and around the area from a short set piece. Look rehearsed, that one. Let's see that one back. Martial on his hat trick now with one extra goal. Ball played in short. Here is Mata. Quickly plays to Greenwood, who shifts it across, and Martial finds the pocket of space to swivel and score. Great little intricate passing around the box initiated by the short corner. And United are up 2-0 in the first half. Blackburn have seen this all before in the Carabao Cup first leg. And Martial is one goal away from getting a hat-trick. I believe it would be his second of the season if he does it. Either his second or his third in all competitions. Which would be fantastic. Very unrealistic, but fantastic. Twanzebe pushing Travis back. Really putting the press on here. United are really causing problems from an off-the-ball perspective here. Blackburn not really finding a way through. They've had a couple of eyes at goal, but ultimately unable to get the key shot away, and that could have been a penalty there. Dean Henderson throws it out to McTominay, who's lost it. This could be bad. McTominay's won it back. Tellez plays it down the line. Here's Greenwood. Here's Tellez. Got the momentum. Great sliding tackle there by Tribal. One minute left in the first half, plus added time. And United are sitting pretty. 1 minute of stoppage time, and that should be offside. Dean Henderson comes and makes the save comfortably anyway. Ball played down the line and out of play. And that's half time. So United go into the dressing room in a very comfortable position as they did previously versus Blackburn in the Carabao Cup first leg at Ivy Lane. And they are doing just the same here. Misplaced pass by Matic. He's come out of the dressing room a bit cold, from what it would seem. Cold in the performance sense, not cold as in the literal sense. Although it could be cold, I'm not sure. I don't see any snow, so it's not super cold. Tellez trying to make the overlapping run. The defender saw the danger. Here's Tellez, and he's blocked off the defender and won himself a throw. Van de Beek was in there. Here's Diallo. He sees Mason Greenwood, who tries to just slip past the defender. Can't do it. And Yamba tries to wriggle his way out from the back here and has done successfully, and they lump it long. Dean Henderson should come and collect that. He's headed it away. Safety first from the English international. Williams with the long throw in back to one of his defenders. Luca Digne has gone to PSG, which is interesting. Here is Tribal. Ball played across to Brereton, and Twanzebe expertly again comes in with another challenge. And Greenwood here tries to play in Tellez, a bit short there. Plays in Donny van der Beek, who's gone with the swivel here. Tries to play it out a little bit. Tries to pass it towards Tellez, who stayed in the central striking position, which is interesting. I couldn't get my words. Interesting. Here is Brereton. Or Brereton. I don't know how to pronounce that name. It's a bit of a weird one. Here is Diallo. And Diallo sees Greenwood, who could be in behind. Oh, just couldn't get the ball down. Blackburn have had a lot of possession here. United are more than comfortable giving them the ball. And United are just looking to break on the team that is very susceptible to the counter. Here's Juan Mata. Plays it back to Greenwood, who finds Tellez, who's cut inside. Tries to play it to Matic, but has the ball taken off him. Tellez doing great defensive work. Matic, great sliding challenge there to win the ball. Diallo plays into Nemanja Matic. Could have had somebody in on a run there. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Tellez on the far side. Oh, here's Diallo. Martial! I think he's offside. He is offside. Bit unfortunate there. Goalkeeper with a little dink. Dak is on the pitch. I think he started last game that we played in the Carabao Cup first leg of the semi-final. Bit of a weird pass back there. Long ranger. Matic trying to put his physical presence on the game. Twanzebe. Great block by McTominay. Good read for the slide. Perfectly timed. If you get that wrong, it's a penalty. Poor pass out from Tellez. Can he win the ball back? Twanzebe. Right place, right time. Martial sees Van der Beek in space. Plays it into Martial, who sees Juan Mata trying to make his way through the middle. Just can't find the space. And United could be hit on the counter here. Here's Twanzebe. Oh, and that's a great near post finish. And United are going to make some subs here, I think. Matic is going to come off for Fred. I think that's all. Alango will come on for Diallo, and we'll switch Greenwood back over to the right-hand side. And we'll switch it to a 4-2-3-1. And that looks good. So, Blackburn back in it in this FA Cup 4th round tie. Referee was willing to give United the advantage. Van der Beek looking for options. Plays it infield to Juan Mata. Plays it into Martial. Doesn't have much room here to work. Plays it back to Van der Beek, who sees Fred. Into Juan Mata, who tries to slip in Martial, but tries to play it square to Van der Beek, who may have been running onto it. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. Ball played in over the top, and Dean Henderson has come out very quickly. He's lobbed it quickly into the likes of Van der Beek. And Alanga has come on and gotten himself a touch, and he's gone down and gotten dispossessed, which is unfortunate. But he will work hard off the ball. He is quite quick. Ball one back. And here's Alanga. A lot of space to stretch his legs. Plays Mata in, potentially. Ooh, just not fast enough, just not strong enough by Juan Mata. One back, and Alanga gets his second bite at the cherry and misplaces the pass, unfortunately. He is very low rated, but that's expected with youth players, but we want to give them a chance. Show what the future holds. And here is Blackburn. 1 minute left of regulation time. Essentially, Dak came back from an offside position. 1 minute left. Brandon Williams goes to ground. The 1 minute is up. And the referee has blown the whistle. 2-1 United with a much rotated squad. And United advance to the 5th round of the FA Cup. So 4 wins and 4 for United for this episode. The manager is quite pleased. Got to see a little bit of the youngsters out there. Martial, 2 goals. 50% strike rate, as it were. And not really much needed on the interview, I would think. City have gone through, so have Crystal Palace, West Ham, and a couple of others. Van der Beek says, I know. Happily to play right winger. See, Van der Beek knows. Van der Beek knows. He knows that he can play on the right side in a 4-2-3-1. He knows that. Even the game tells you that. Mason Greenwood is happy. I'm proud of you. Everyone is happy. So, what I'm going to do is change the weekly schedule. Want to get a bit of recovery. We're going to change this one to a recovery, just so I don't forget next episode. Then we'll sim it up really quickly. No. Why did it change to a training? Set to recovery. Set to recovery. There we go. Now apparently the Turkish FA is looking to speak to me. So, where does that leave us? We got a 76 manager rating, which was we were at 69 at one point, which isn't ideal. So, semi-finals of the Carabao Cup starting next. Everton go through, so we're playing Carlo Ancelotti's Everton in the final if we were to progress. So that is going to be a tough ask. That's the random cups there. In the Champions League, nothing is progressed as of there, but we're playing Marseille. Atletico Madrid will play Inter. Atalanta will play Sevilla. Chelsea will play FC Bayern Munich. Juventus will play Liverpool. PSG with their newly signed Luca Digne, who won't be playing against us, which is nice, in the Carabao Cup final if we were to get through. Play Manchester City. Lazio play FC Barcelona. And Real Madrid play Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. Europa League, we don't care about. Currently in the league, we are 4 points off Liverpool. Our next league game is versus Aston Villa. City have to play Leeds, who are currently in 17th. They're not doing well, actually. Thought they would be doing a lot better. We play Aston Villa, who are currently in 10th. So they've got that about right. And Liverpool have to play Leicester, so we're hoping they drop points, which would be nice. They're still undefeated, so we have to make sure that we beat them. But the problem was we were conceding goals, 34 goals conceded, which isn't great, which is tied for the same amount with Spurs, who are in 6th place. But we've got 54 points from 24, which is a fantastic return. 6 draws, 16 wins, 80 goals scored, so by and far a crazy amount of goals scored for us. And yeah, there's some 4th round FA Cup replays. Ooh, Liverpool versus Spurs. Someone has to go, which is quite interesting. Did anyone get knocked out that was of importance? So Fulham got knocked out by Crystal Palace. City beat Stoke. West Ham made it through. We beat Blackburn. Norwich beat Aston Villa, so that's quite good. Millwall beat Leeds, another Premier League team. Sheffield United have to do a replay. West Brom beat Newcastle. Chelsea knocked out Southampton. Wolves beat Brighton. Spurs and Liverpool obviously drew. Arsenal made it through as well. So the FA Cup's still very much alive, but that's where we're going to leave it. So let's move it over, if I can get my cords all set up here, over to the big screen. So, thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe over on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button. Follow us here on Twitch where we do our live streams. And if there is any different things that we'll be doing in terms of content, we'll be announcing those over on Twitter. And you make sure to follow us there so that you can keep up to date with all of that. And when FPL does get released, which I expect it will do in a couple of weeks or so, we will be live that evening, 7 p.m. EST, or unless it's a weekend, in which case we'll be live as soon as it's basically readily available. And yeah, we'll be setting up our FPL team from a blank slate. It'll probably be a very long stream looking at player price and that sort of stuff. And I'm just looking here at some of the top deals. I'm gonna take a look at them. Top deals. Immobile went to Bayern Munich for £93.7 million. Vinicius went to Man City for £92.2 million. Goretzka went for £86.2 million from Bayern to Real Madrid. Digne went to Everton for £63 million. Vardy's gone to Liverpool for £47 million. PK went to Spurs, as we saw. Anyone else in the Premier League potentially? James Ward-Prowse went to Mönchengladbach, which is a bit of a weird one. There are any other Premier League moves? Alderweireld ended up going to Barcelona the other way, which was interesting. Lucas Moura has been sold to Sevilla. From Atletico Bilbao, Nunez has gone to Leicester. And Pellegrini's gone to Wolves, which is quite interesting. He's actually quite a good player from Roma. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And until the next one, take care.